Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. Primate Ayodele scary prophecy comes to pass as another top presidential aide dies. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. Strange things have been happening these days, especially with the outbreak of coronavirus. A number of people has died, as well as even in Aso Rock. Remember that President Muhammadu Buhari lost his chief of staff, late Abakiari. One prophet, Primate Ayodele, has been prophesying, releasing some prophecies that would happen in Nigeria. And one of such prophecies was that there's still going to be deaths in Aso Rock. Well, a presidential aide has just died, and more things are likely to happen because if you follow that prophecy, he said some of them are already coming to pass. Anyway, my people, let's get into the news and get all the details. Breaking news. Primates Ayodele's scary prophecy comes to pass as another top presidential aide dies. Primate Ayodele's scary prophecy has come to pass in the presidency. Oxford News Nigeria reports that Sani Yakini, a protocol officer attached to the office of the First Lady Aisha Buhari, is dead. This reliable online news platform understood that Aisha Buhari revealed Yakini's death in a tweet on the micro-blogging site Twitter on Wednesday night. Aisha Buhari, who sends condolences to the family of the deceased, however, does not disclose the cause of his death. She said the official died early on Wednesday, 10th of June 2020. Aisha Buhari said, on the death of the presidential aide, on behalf of my family and the entire staff of my office, I wish to send condolences to the family of Mr. Sani Yakini, a protocol officer in my office who died earlier today. May God Almighty grant him rest. Mr. Yakini served in my office for 4 years. He was down with diabetes and lost the battle today. He was a very committed, dedicated, courageous staff. May God grant his family the fortitude to bear the loss. Aisha Buhari, the wife of the President of Nigeria, has released a press statement to the death of one of her aides who has been with her for the past 4 years. He is a protocol officer to the wife of the president. On behalf of my office, I wish to condole the family for the death of their son, Sani Yakini, a protocol officer in my office. I wish to say that he will be greatly missed. The death means the presidency has lost another aide, which is the third person in Aso Rock, Nigeria presidential villa in 2 months after Abakiari's death. Just on Friday, 5th of June 2020, Ayodele has said in reaction to the fire outbreak in Aso Rock Villa that Buhari will still cry. This reliable online news platform reports that the leader of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, said President Muhammadu Buhari will still cry over the death of another aide and relative. The primate made this comment while reacting to the fire incident that happened at the presidential villa on Friday, adding that he had earlier warned in December 2019 that the country should pray against fire disaster in Aso Rock. Well, my people, you don't hear the matter. Ayodele is prophet Elisha. He has been speaking into some matters with regards to what's been going on in Nigeria. And funny enough, some of them has been coming to pass. One of such he said was that somebody was going to die again in the presidency, one of the aides. Yes, and right now, the person of Aisha Buhari, the wife of President Muhammadu Buhari, has lost one of her protocol officers and this man is said the death cause of his death is not particularly mentioned, other than he had diabetes, and he lost the battle to the disease and has died. Primate Ayodele has been speaking into some matters in Nigeria, and it's time for Nigerians to look at what is really going on in the country. Don't forget that there was a fire outbreak. Mr. Sani used to be a protocol officer to Aisha Buhari. My people, Nigeria, this thing is getting really serious, and a lot of things are happening with nobody telling us exactly what is happening in the country. There is no explanation. So it feels like a place where there is no order and protocol. It feels like a place where people do as they please. It feels like a country where we say we have leaders, but they are only, I don't understand exactly what words to use to describe them. Yes, they are just there as figureheads. Yes, because they are not really giving proper directive to the country. I always refer to the era of Olusegun Obasanjo and former Vice President with Olusegun Obasanjo, talking about the person of Atiku Abubakar, you will know that there was a president in Nigeria. This guy was always speaking into whatever was going on in Nigeria. He was always there. He was always talking. He was always speaking. Nigeria knew they had a president. There is no day that passes without you getting a word from Olusegun Obasanjo. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he was perfect. I'm not saying he did things orderly and everything was smooth. But what I'm saying is Olusegun Obasanjo was always talking. We knew, Nigeria knew that we had a president, and the president was Olusegun Obasanjo, and the vice president was Atiku Abubakar. But right now, truly and really, do you still feel? Yes, the first regime we heard of Yemi Osibanjo, and we also heard of Buhari when he came to campaign for his second bid. But right now, do you feel that there is a president in Nigeria? To be quite honest, to be very candid, do you feel that there is a president in Nigeria? Do you feel it? Can you tell exactly that there is a president in Nigeria with all that is happening and nobody is speaking, nobody is, talking into the situation to even address Nigerians? The president of the country cannot do. How can he? He's only a school set holder. Yes. So how can you now say that that's the person who will lead the country and lead the country effectively? Who will go up and match up with other leaders of other nations that will have great qualifications? You see what we are saying? These are some of the things that are happening in Nigeria as we speak. These are some of the things that are going on. There is no proper leadership and direction. It feels like, in a zoo, it feels like people are just walking and moving by themselves, doing their thing. There is no law and order. It's just like things are in shambles. Things are not decent and orderly. Or people, am I speaking your mind? What do you think? Do you really think that there is leadership in Nigeria? You know, Aisha Buhari is now the president. Yemi Osibanjo, we've not heard from or seen, the vice president of the country. We don't know where he is. All we see is pictures. And guess what? It's his aide, Laulu, that keeps speaking back to Nigeria, telling us what he's doing or he's not doing. So we don't understand it. This is Nigeria. It's supposed to be a federal republic. This is supposed to be a country that's supposed to steer Africa in the right direction. But as it stands, it's like nobody is actually giving direction into the leadership of Nigeria. As it stands, it's like things are just going the way they want to go. So it's very scary. It's kind of really scary, because look at what is going on. Nobody's actually speaking. Nobody's actually defending the cause of the nation. This is Nigeria for you. This is the country that you are in. This is Nigeria for you. So what are we saying? How do we resolve this? What is the way forward? People do things without thinking, and everybody is a judge, is a jury. The whole matter is here and there. Nobody is particularly giving proper direction to say no, this is wrong. We don't accept this. We say no to this. Everybody's just doing things just as they want, just as they like. How can we really, lead this country properly? I tell you what, it's time for constitutional change and getting rid of everyone who has been in politics before now, so that we can steer this country in the right direction. Anyway, my people, that's the matter for you today. What do you think? Don't forget to like us, to share, to subscribe, to click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless and bye for now. Have a good day.